Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 28th of December, and I'm back with another video from in the car. I need to make these videos because freedom of speech is important and all that. And while big platforms are still trying to censor and cancel certain information, it's important that we push on because one way or another the truth has to be out. So you know, the videos have to be made and they have to be published. So I was going to get back to this whole Andrew Bridgen situation. You know, I was watching the interview with him, which is on YouTube, funny enough, where he's openly talking about, you know, corruption within this whole alleged pandemic. And he's saying, basically, if you watch the interview, he's saying that data, the powers that be want to hide a load of data which sort of prove that the vaccines are causing harm to people. And the thing is, me personally, on personal experience, I've witnessed the effects of the vaccines, and you know, and I shouldn't say that, right? Because then that's like they can take the video down. That would be silly. Yeah, I won't say that. I know people that had a medical procedure. In fact, every single member of my staff underwent this medical procedure, and every single member of my staff, from when they had the medical procedure, found they had complications and ongoing complications. These complications are still going. Okay, so so what I'm telling you is not medical misinformation. What I'm telling you is my first-hand experience of a large number of people that participated in this experiment, a mass experiment, should I say. And I don't know I don't know where people need to go, or who they need to see, or what they need to see or hear for them to confirm that they may or may not have made the correct choice. All right. The problem with the censorship thing is you can censor so much, right? But the people will look elsewhere for the truth. If they feel that the truth is being censored, they will look elsewhere. So it's very stupid. It's a very stupid and fake reality. It just you know, it's almost like we just keep hiding the truth. I mean, how long do you plan on like keep on hiding the truth? I mean, it's been a long time already, and I've known the truth for a long time. I've known the truth for a long time, before we even, I'm not going to go there, but many of us knew, and many of us were putting content out and getting cancelled, and you can see there was evidence of censorship and you know, trying to keep one side of a story. There's videos on YouTube where, you know, people are talking about how, you know, media are censoring things. And the problem with it is this: during the whole pandemic, there was no, on this platform particularly, there was no videos of people imploring you not to go along with a certain medical procedure because they had gone along with the medical procedure and they were showing you the effects of doing so, right? This platform wasn't showing that. They had to create other sites for people to be able to voice their opinion. And likewise with the television, they made another channel where they invited all these people onto the show to talk about how their voices were shut down because they were trying to warn people of the dangers of the medical procedure. And I'm just at a point where I just think to myself, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, if you like me are born in this country in the 70s or 80s and you've grown up in this country, you must surely realize that something is very wrong. And it's difficult for me because there are people older than me that are born here and have grown here who are so psychologically disturbed by the possibility that a large number of people may have made a decision that may be detrimental to their personal health. May or may not. I'm not saying they have or haven't. So this shouldn't get cancelled, right? So what I'm trying to say is it's very, very important that freedom of speech is restored to its full extent. I mean, you can't, because all that's going to happen is things are going to just become even more ridiculous than they already are, and it really is worrying that that's where we're heading, into this kind of really ridiculous. If for anybody who has any kind of sense, if for any kind of thinking being in this world, this is like hell on earth. This is crazy, because you cannot you cannot digest this information. You cannot take this information and nourish yourself with it and grow into, a strong, independent individual. This is just like taking adult men and women and turning them into babies and preparing them to live in some kind of nanny state where you'll be told when to go out, how much money you can spend, whether, your amount of food you're eating is having an impact on the climate. It is just so ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the thing is, nothing has been hidden from you. You know what I mean? Nothing has been hidden from anybody. The information has been out there all along. Yes, YouTube may have censored videos, but other platforms didn't. You know what I mean? Other platforms showed, shocking, heartbreaking stuff that was really difficult to watch. And it was even more infuriating to know that this information was being hidden on platforms like this. You know what I mean? And like I said, you can't. Yeah, there's a lot of false stuff being put out here to persuade people to do things and think certain ways. There's a lot of false stuff is put out here, but you got to really be able to discern for yourselves, like what is entertainment and what is, who's trying to lure you into something and for what. You got to really be a critical thinker in the sense, like, you're aware now that when you're playing with when you put yourself forward for things like medical experiments, they may not just be, it's, for me, this is not a game. We're told as children, if you're like me and you grew up in this country, you were told as children, you don't experiment with drugs, right? Whoever it is, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if they get Elton John and Michael Caine, or, whoever, like, Ricky Gervais, whatever celebrity that you're a fan of. It doesn't matter who you get to go on camera and sit there and make out you're going through your medical procedure to encourage others to go and do the same. You know what I mean? This for me is it's really, really pathetic, and it's really, really cringy, and it's really, really sad and desperate. But I guess you guys don't see it that way, because you've been taught that everything is so fine and dandy in this world, and everybody that's out there to influence you has good intention. And I think this is why it's important that freedom of speech is restored to its full capacity, because you've got too many people becoming you've got too many people being influenced into being just mindless morons, and that's not good. It's not good. So yeah, here I am again, campaigning for freedom of speech. And please, like, people of Britain, will you stop, like, being so gullible and being drawn in by these fake characters that are pretending to be a voice for you? They're just wasting your time. These people are just wasting your time. They're stringing you along, and they're telling you things to make you feel good. They're complimenting you, calling you awakening wonders, and you guys are just so easy to manipulate. And you just need to realize, like, there's nobody on this platform that have a voice for you. Right? I made one little video and it was taken down because of medical misinformation, and I didn't make any medical misinformation. The reason the video was taken down was because I questioned things. And if I'm questioning things and you hear me question things, perhaps you will start asking the same questions, and nobody wants that. So, you know, please be strong, and please be vigilant. And just because somebody's on the television or has, you know, 10 million subscribers on their channel, or is telling you they, you know, how to be successful as a man because they own, you know, 10 cars and, you know, living this jet set lifestyle, you know, question it. And like, why? What are they trying to distract you from? You know what I mean? Thanks for coming to watch the video. I should put another video up, and I shall keep putting videos up, and I shall keep trying to put information out there to inspire you guys to use your brains, because it doesn't seem like you want to. It just seems like you've handed everything over to the state that will do all your thinking for you and all your deciding for you. So, you know, let me get back to like using common sense and being like strong individuals in the world. Hope to see you soon, guys.